the Senate saying there can be no perfect deal and they need to get the relief bill done. Mark, just in terms of the financials, the economics, what are you most concerned about? The economy?
Well, first, it's unconscionable that they haven't got a deal done. I mean, every single day that there's delay, more businesses close, more people get fired and laid off, and they're not coming back. And so, we need to get that deal done first. Second, we have to worry about the process of getting money into the hands of individuals and to small and medium-sized businesses. I mean, whenever we get that deal done, we still have to get the checks into people's hands or the direct deposit into their accounts. Who knows how long that will take? The Small Business Association, I've been helping them. Administration, they've been working hard at this, but it's still going to take some time. So every delay, you have to add 3, 4, 5 or more days to it. And so we need something done now, immediately.
You also have all these small business owners. I mean, I've talked to a number in New York who, bar owners, restaurants had to pay sales tax the other day. They didn't know whether, should they go ahead and pay it if they could. A lot of them couldn't. There's not a lot of information for these small business owners.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem. That's why I've been working with SBA. The good news is if we can get this passed in the way it was written as of this morning, there's money there for payroll loans that for a small, medium-sized business under 500 employees, if you commit to retain all your employees, they'll loan you money for your payroll for 3 months for all employees who make less than $100,000. Plus, they'll allow you to also borrow money for overhead utilities and rent. And if you retain all those employees to the end of the period, which looks like it'll be 3 months, they'll forgive all of that. So the point there is if small businesses can hang on, the money will be there to help them and to get them through this transition period. But if we don't get the legislation passed, it doesn't matter. And it's crazy that they're over-negotiating, knowing every single minute businesses close.
What do you make of this, the talk of reopening parts of the country, having younger people go to work? Obviously there's health concerns, human lives are at stake, and there's economic factors.
I'm not the expert there. There are epidemiologists and statisticians and analysts that can do a probability distribution of the options. I really don't know. All I know is that the business of the United States is business right now, and people are scared, right? The beauty of the $1,200 check is it'll give people a sense of control over their lives, at least just one glimmering hope that they can pay some bills, look their kids in the eyes knowing there's going to be groceries. But if they don't get this passed, it doesn't happen. And it's really inconceivable that both sides of the aisle, particularly on the Senate side, didn't see this coming. We're talking about this now when it's no shock that we could have been talking about this 2, 3, 4 weeks ago and no one stood up. The enemy of progress is perfection. We don't need a perfect deal. We need a done deal, Anderson.
You have your hands obviously in a lot of different pies, not just big businesses, but also, through Shark Tank, you're an investor in a lot of small businesses. What are you hearing from those businesses?
Terror. I'm asking the ones that are really struggling to hold on for this SBA loan program. I think that will get them through, but they're really worried. They don't want to lay off any employees, and so they're nervous because there hasn't been any real information coming to them. And what they have heard, they were promised that we were on the 5-yard line, the 2-yard line. We've been in the red zone for 2 months, and we haven't scored. Something's got to happen because those small businesses and their employees are terrified.
With businesses, businesses that you own, in terms of reopening, getting people back in the office, would you base it on the government? Would you base it on science?
No.
Scientists?
I base it on safety of my employees. Look, right now we're working with imperfect information. Nobody knows what the absolute facts are because we can't find them. This is the first time we've been through this, and I'm going to err on the side of caution and the health and safety of my employees every single time. Now, I'm fortunate I can give up the money, but I'm not going to risk their health. And I think a lot of other companies will do the same thing. And plus, we're adjusting to working from home and doing business from home. And so there's going to be a lot of ways that we can get things done. But I'm certainly not going to just say, just adhere to social distancing and everything's okay. I'm going to do what I think is right.
Mark Cuban, it's good to talk to you. Thank you. Be careful.
Always, Anderson. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Some breaking news to report next on just how serious the administration is about ending the coronavirus.